All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honor to my apostle, elders of great Mills on the Ruel. Peace and salutation, all the Aki and pushing this truth without righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This your brother Tajima the Bar coming back through the spirit and power Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and through the spirit wanting to do a real brief lesson going into just basically news and prophecy. A lot of things is happening around the world, and I just wanted to do a real brief lesson on it. I won't make it long. Just want to go into what Apostle Hall was talking about earlier this year with the AI algorithm was speaking on the far as 2023, the year of hell. And I'm going to play a little bit of this clip and grab some articles and apparatus our Lord willing this lesson is edifying.
A supercomputer with artificial intelligence, AI, just made a shocking prediction. An artificial intelligence computer program called Socrates has made a dire prediction for the year 2023, according to Martin Armstrong's predictions. According to it, 2023 will be the year of the devil. Something about that doesn't sit right with us. Hell isn't a place we want to be. According to this, a war cycle will begin in 2023. There was a perception that we were already in a conflict. This had already begun to take place. It's only the beginning. It took a long time for World War II and World War I to break out. It took a long time for this to become a global conflict. It took a lot of saber rattling and proxy wars before things erupted into a full-blown global conflict. As a result, a new war cycle is expected to begin in 2023. This is not over yet, according to Martin Armstrong, the creator of Socrates. The euro looks
So we're starting to see the prophecies is starting to manifest real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 9. Isaiah 42 and 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things I declare. The former things has come to pass what he was speaking on World War I, World War II, slavery, us forgetting who we was, man. These nations ruling over us, man. All these various things are starting to come to pass, man. And it says, and new things I declare. And the new things is what? The prophecies, man. The prophecies, man, the rise of the MOTB, the fall of this man's system, man, the collapse of Babylon the Great, which is America, man. We're seeing all these things is starting to happen, and the rise of the elect of the nation of Israel, the hopeful elect, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Shai, through this gospel, man. And through this gospel of Yahweh by Shema Shai name being declared to the four corners of the earth, what are you seeing? You're seeing all these various things for concerning prophecy. When you read Matthew 24th chapter, discerning the times when Yahweh Shai will start to visit the earth are starting to happen. So a lot of things is being happening. A lot of things are moving through the spirit. Let's read it again. Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you them, and they're happening, man. The apostles and elders been on the scene going on 30, 40 years, and before they spring forth, they was telling you all these various things that was going to take place here in Babylon the Great before the return of Yahweh Shai, and all these various things are starting to happen, man. We're living in the time of the visitation of Yahweh Shai, man. Real quick, this is Matthew, since I quoted it, 24 and Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us when these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming in the end of the world. And this is the time where Yahweh Shai is about to visit this place, man. He's about to describe what will be taking place, man. And we can clearly see that, man. If you're discerning the times and season that you're living in, according to 2nd Esdras, 9th chapter, you can clearly see that Yahweh Shai is about to visit the world. And it says, what should the signs of the coming in the end of the world? We're in the end of the world, end of the age, man. Eon, end of whose world? Esau, Edom, man. And it says, and Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And we understood that with the false image of Yahweh Shai with Cesare Borgia. Then you got all these various people raising up saying that there's the Lord and all throughout years, man. Throughout years. And it says, and you should hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. And we're hearing the rise of this of the wars of what? Russia and America. all of the Ukrainian war. You're hearing about the China and Taiwan. You're hearing about Iran and the small hats in 1948. So we're hearing wars and rumors of wars. And like he said, all these wars start off as proxy wars before they get global. Because it's going to be a World War III, and it's going to be nuclear, man. So all these wars, like we always say, they start off small till they get global. And how do they get global? They start to hit the other countries' economics, man. As far as sanctions and destroying their economy, and then that's when the wars really start to break out. And he says, and you should hear wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. The end is not yet. It's not the end. We're coming into year 2023 where there's going to be a lot of things happening, man. We understand a lot of things is going to be happening in Illinois and various other states where they're going to be just, letting people basically a state of anarchy, man. A state of anarchy. These purge laws is coming into effect in Illinois in 2023, starting January the 1st. So we're about to see a lot of things being turned up through the spirit, man. There's a lot of job losses, a lot of things is going to be happening. And it says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there should be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places, man. And we're seeing what nation rise against nation as far as what these super empires, Russia, America, and we're seeing what famines of food because the farmers are telling you that the government's been buying out these farmers and it's gonna lead to a famine of food. And it says in pestilence with the Crown Royal 99 and various other things out here. It's gonna be turned up, man, and earthquakes in all various types of places, man. All the rivers are like Mississippi, the Hoover Dam, all these places are drying up. The Euphrates River is drying up, which is part of prophecy when you read the book of Revelation that's leading the way to the kings of the east, which is what Russia and China, to make way to get ready for that World War III. And it said in diverse places. He said, but all these are the beginnings of sorrow. These are the beginnings of sorrows, man. Year 2023 is going to be turned up in the spirit, man. That's why you have to be hastening the day of his coming, man. Let's jump back.
Looks like it's been reheated from the ashes of a dead body. Inflation has concerned you about revolutions and other such events. He claims that computer models predict an increase in the price of gasoline, and he adds that a strong dollar also poses a significant risk. If you don't already know, the euro is in free fall. The dollar's value is rising as a result. A typical exchange rate between the euro and the dollar is 1.5, 1.7 to 1, since the dollar is rising and the euro is falling. A large number of countries rely on dollar loans as their currency of choice, making the dollar the world's reserve currency. We have a plethora of newly printed currency.
Making the dollar the reserve currency but guess what is about to happen? They're about to collapse the dollar and come with a new system, man. And this is of Natural News. This is Neuralink brain, are ready for injections into humans, says Elon. And that's part of this new system, the World Economic Forum. The new system that they're implementing is going to be based off of digital currency, man. The CBDC, central banking coins or dollars. And that's what the Fed's about to bring in, man, which it's gonna be upon the whole world. Let's get that real quick. This new system is part of the beast system, man. And it's gonna be part of the whole world is gonna be tempted with this new system, man, because this is what's coming. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because I have kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which is the charagma, the MOTB, the Revelation 13 and 16. And that's how you know that they're going to get rid of this system and come with a new system, man. And it says, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So everybody's going to be faced with the hour of temptation, man. And the hour of temptation is what is going to be based off the MOTB, because they're going to crash the old system. They're going to crash the old currency, and they're going to implement this new currency, man. And all the world has drunk off the wine of philosophies of America. All the world has drunken and took heed to this the central banking system, the IMF. And with the IMF, all the world is fully going to be submitting to the beast, man. And this is what you're about to see taking place very, very soon, man. Very, very soon, man. And this is happening fast, man. Let's jump back. Look here, it says Jamie Dimon says Americans are spending all their money because of the inflation, and that could tip the U.S. into a recession next year. And next year is talking about 2023, man, which is going to be the rise of the MOTB. They're gradually implementing this system so they can usher in the MOTB, man. That's what they're doing, man. They're crashing the economy so they can implement this MOTB, man. And a lot of you people are not paying attention. You're blind to the fact that you still have your holidays and you still can do your shopping and things like that. But they're gradually setting this system up so they can crash it, so you people will fully submit and depend on the government, because at the same time they're gonna be rationing out the foods, man. All this is a gradually set up to crash, man. The fracture, I think it's called fractional reserve banking, was set up to crash, man. It was set up from the beginning to crash. And then this is happening too. A lot of people not talking about it. It says crypto CEOs, founders suddenly deaths. What we do know, what we don't. A lot of these crypto millionaires and billionaires have just been dropping dead. It's been like 4 within the last couple weeks, man. What they're showing that they're getting rid of them. They're getting rid of them so they can usher in their system. It's the same thing that happened in 1912 around the Titanic, when the Titanic sunk. People don't know, when the Titanic sunk, you had America's like 3 richest men on their ships. And after the Titanic sunk, we understand that the Rothschilds, the bankers, they were supposed to be on that ship too, and they got off. And next thing you know, the year after, 1913, the Federal Reserve was set up in Jekyll Island in Atlanta, Georgia. See, people don't understand that was set up because they was against this Federal Reserve, and then it was set up, man. Come on, man. This is the same thing that's happening, man, because they about to set up their system, man. They're about to set their system up. They're getting rid of the old system. And this was an article Brother seen a month ago. It said Jeff Bezos plans to give away his fortune won't help to 10,000 workers Amazon's plan to lay off, because he's telling these people, hey, that he's about to lay off people. He done laid off already a bunch of people already. And he's going to be laying off more, man, because he's part of the system. But they want you people to submit and trust in the government, man. Real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 36 and 6. It says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of a broken reed on Egypt. A staff of a broken reed on Egypt, man. This system, man. That's what a lot of you jakes do. You putting your trust in a broken reed, man. This man's system, which is broken, man. This system is broken, man. And they're gradually setting it up where it'll fall so they can usher in a new system. Let's read it again. Isaiah 36 and 6. Lo, thou trusting in the staff of a broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean it, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, to all that trust in him, man. And this man's system is failing, man. You jakes, and it's funny how he said we'll pierce it, because a lot of you jakes is putting your trust in this system. When this shit crash, man, you gonna really get that piercing as far as the charagma, the MOTB. You gonna get that piercing for real, man, because you putting your trust in it, man. That's why it says in Isaiah the 3rd chapter, woe do you go down to Egypt for help. You putting your trust in this place, and when this place was set up to fall through the Spirit, man, the Most High has put Esau, Edom up for a short period of time. When you read Revelation, the 20th chapter and the 3rd verse, he went to go out to deceive the nations for a short period of time, and now his time is coming short, man. And that's why I'm saying, like, year 2023 might be the year of hell. All hell might be breaking loose, and we're seeing that, man. A lot of things is just getting worse out here, man. It's getting worse. Let me play it again.
Half of it is sent to other countries, where it can have an impact on various aspects of their economies. It doesn't even enter our financial system. Our purchasing power is affected, but the money doesn't even come to us. Overseas projects receive a portion of the money, which is treated as a loan. Many of these countries are receiving loans from the United States. It's now more expensive for them to pay back the loan if the dollar rises by 10% or 20% compared to what they expected when they signed.
And the way they set that up was called economic hitmans. They go in these countries and they give out these loans, and they can't pay back the loans. They take their resources, man. You can go look that up. A guy, he was an economic hitman. He worked for these bankers, man. He worked for these bankers. He was setting that up where they steal their resources, but they'd go through and go in there and just set up shop and give them loans, and they can't pay the loans back. They got damn hell. They steal their resources, man. Look at Africa and various other countries, man. Look what happened. That's what's going on. They set up a regime, and that's why they call it regime change, man.
Signed up for the loan. Because of this, they must convert it into their own currency. As a result, they will have to pay 20% more because their currency probably hasn't increased 20%. As a result, there is now a significant debt issue. So, the dollar's role as the world's reserve currency is imperiled. And it's all deliberate. This is common knowledge. At the same time, Blackstone is getting ready to spend a record-breaking $50 billion on real estate acquisitions in the event of a market crash. Now they are ready for the inevitable. In the event of a real estate market collapse, they'll be prepared. Real estate was bought up and pumped up with this strange money, and then everything was dumped right before the market collapsed. Everyone is now following suit. A pyramid scheme, in other words. We were discussing how the dollar's status as the world's reserve currency is in jeopardy. There is an effort to create a new world reserve currency by China, Russia, Brazil, and India, all of which are major economies, and among the world's top 10.
And they call themselves the group of friends. These are a lot of the countries that got sanctions put on them by America. When they call themselves the group of friends, these are a lot of the countries that's going to be rising up against the beast when you read Ezekiel the 38th chapter, man. These countries are going to be rising up against the beast and shooting their missiles upon the beast, man, which is America. But we know through the spirit, that's part of prophecy, man. Because we can clearly see that America's finished. And a lot of you jakes, you get out here and you buying these homes and you trusting in the system. You trusting in Esau Edom, not knowing this man, he set this up to fail, man. He set it up to fail. Just like when Crown Royal 99 hit, and when people was getting sick and shit, these CEOs was exiting at the alarming rate. It was called the CEO exodus, and people wasn't talking about that. It was right before the Crown Royal 99 hit, and before Kobe died. It was a lot of people goddamn exiting these Fortune 500 companies, man. CEOs just exiting out of nowhere, resigning. Why? And people wasn't speaking on that, man. Not knowing that this is the same thing that's about to take place again, man. And this is the book. This is the book of Psalm chapter 46, verse 3. Put not that trust in prince or in the son of man, in whom there is no help. Shouldn't be putting your trust in man. That's why you read in Jeremiah 17:5. It said, "Cursed be the man that trusts in man." That's a curse unto you, man. It says, "His breath go forth and return to his earth, and that very day his thoughts perish. Happy is he that have Yahweh of Jacob for his help, whom hope is in the Lord is his power." And that's the mindset of the elect. We putting our trust in Yahweh by Shem Shah, the power of Jacob. We ain't putting our trust in man. We putting our trust in Esau Edom, man. He's a man. He's a third partner, man. He's the wicked. He don't even his system is done. He's through. He says, "Which have made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that therein is, which keepeth truth forever," man. So, hey, it's a blessing to trust in Yahweh by Shem Shah than be putting your trust in Esau Edom, man. Because Esau Edom, he done. Why would you put your trust in a broken reed when this system was set up to fail? This system is out of here, man. This system, Babylon the Great, is on its way out, man. The ushering in the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. We can clearly see that Yahweh Shai is about to visit this place, man. Let's get one more and I end it out. Like I said, I wasn't going to make this long. Just, just various topics, man. Just showing you that America is on its way out. This is Ezekiel chapter 1. This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 1. "Moreover, the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, also the son of man, thus said the Lord power, unto the land of Israel, and the end is come upon the four corners of the land." The end of what? This man's system. Babylon the Great. This whole system is at an end. It's falling, man. It's done. He's setting up a new system, which will not stand. This system won't stand. They're telling you all what's about to take place. They're telling you, man. It says, also the Son of Man, thus said the Lord power, also unto the Son of Man, thus said the Lord power unto the land of Israel, and the end is come upon the four corners of the land. This place is done, man. It says, now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and recompense upon thee all thy abominations. And you Negro Latino Americans, you're going to get caught up out there, man, because you putting your trust in this man's system, man. You putting your trust in Esau, Edom, you're going to die here in America, man. That's why I said what? Jeremiah 17 and Jeremiah 30 and 7. It says, at last that day has come. This is the time of Jacob's trouble, man. The Lord is setting a snare up for he can destroy you Negro Latino Americans for putting your trust in Esau, Edom, man. It says, and my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. The Lord ain't going to have no pity when all hell's breaking loose, man. When all hell's breaking loose, when it's all anarchy and chaos and just everything that you wouldn't thought you would see in your lifetime happening before your eyes, it's going to be all bad out here, man. And he's not going to spare, have no pity upon you niggas, man. He's not. And he says, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abominations shall be in thy midst of thee, and shall know that I am the Lord. And shall know that I am the Lord, man. Yeah, all the abominations that you niggas practice out here and like to uplift and keep pushing. Hey, the Lord is going to show you, man. He's going to show you. He's going to use the sword. Esau Edom, Psalm 17 and 13. He's going to use this devil. We put the troops on the ground, the martial law, re-education centers, the guillotines, all these various things, the MOTB, all these various things, family, food, you name it, this devil's coming with it. And the Most High is using them, man. That's why I said Raji in the park, because this is not your rest, man. This place is done. You trust in a system that was set up to collapse through the spirit. And it says, thus said the Lord, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. And evil is come, and end is come. It watches for thee, behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee, all that dwellest in the land. The time is come that the day of trouble is near, and the day of trouble is near, man. The day of trouble is at the door. It's at the door, man. Any day now, this system just will just fall. Any day now. All they waiting on is some major event to take place, and another 9/11 event take place, and this system's done, man. You already got various people, places getting hit with cyber attacks, like down in Charlotte and Monroe. I think it was Charlotte, but I know it was various places down here in North Carolina got hit with cyber attacks. As far as what it was dark with the lights and things like that. That's coming to all these cities, man. The fuel shortages lead to famines. So a lot of you people not understanding the times you living in, and mainly you Jakes, man. It says, and not the sounding again the mountains. Let's jump down. Verse 23. Verse 24, wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses, and I will also make a pump on the strong to seize, and the holy places to be defiled. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none, man. And the worst of the heathen is Esau Edom, man. He's in the Most High. He's gonna break out. He's gonna cast all that pride you niggas got down, man. That's why it says in 2nd Esdras 8 and 50, man. He said 2nd Esdras 8 and 50. Let's get it. And then I end it with that, and I'm gonna end it with that. 2nd Esdras 8 and 50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, man. So the Most High is going to cause that pride to cease, man. He's going to bring your worst nightmares upon you niggas, man, because you can't clearly see that this man's system is falling, and he knows his system falling. He knows it. But you niggas, you putting your trust in it, and you gonna die here in America, man. Thus said the scriptures, man. So apparatus, our Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the spirit. And I want to close it out by saying, call Halayim La, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostles, elders, great millstone of Ruel. Peace and salutation, all the Akim that's pushing this truth with our righteousness and sincerity. Kram Yasharala and Abba Babal.